Hi everyone, welcome back to the QOTD recap show. We are QOTD. Trish, read hello.
Hello.
Hey.
So if you don't know, QOTD is the question of the day show where you get to be on the air. You can join us on the show by recording video answers to awesome daily questions. And you can also vote for your favorite answers to determine who makes it to the weekly Big Show Championship. That happens on Thursdays, including tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
We're going to show you how to make it on the air with us for the Thursday Big Show. We're also going to take a look at one of our favorite fan answers to today's question, which is all about pigskins and playlists. We're talking about the halftime Super Bowl show.
That's right. But first, let's take a look at some of this week's answer leaders so far, starting with the top 3 answers for Friday's question. Instead of burial, be composted. It's eco-friendly, but is it for you?
A very hot topic. I think it's also just such a revealing question about how you want to be remembered and your legacy. So, good question to answer.
Here are the top 3 answers for Saturday's question. What animal would you like to be reincarnated as? As I was going through a lot of the answers, I'm telling you, there's some lazy dogs and cats out there to be.
Oh, who doesn't want to be spoiled? You work so hard in one life. I'd like to just kick back in the next. Get my tummy rubbed.
Is that too much to ask? Well, we also have the top 3 answers for Sunday's question, which is, where is your hometown and what do you miss the most or least about it? I think this is an amazing question. I talked about how there's an ice cream shop in my town that I will dearly miss, but I also really appreciate the sheer number of pizza shops in my downtown area. And if I don't go somewhere next that has a lot of pizza places, I will take note and I will be a little upset.
Understandably. Here are the top 3 answers for Monday's question. What's the most embarrassing job you've ever had? You guys had some really bad ones. I really don't envy you. That's all I gotta say.
Here are the top 3 answers for Tuesday's question, which was, if you were to own a small business, what would it be? And if you have one, what is it? Hey, if you're willing to work hard and forego a little sleep, you too can have a piece of the American dream or the British dream or the Indian dream, wherever you start your business.
Yes, that's actually a good thing to note is we do have a very big international fan base. So hello to all of our fans abroad. Thank you for tuning in, and don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah, you got this. Get all entrepreneurial with it. But first, let's take a look at today's QOTD.
Yes, drum
As
roll.
you can see behind me, yes. What 2 artists do you think would make the most epic halftime show at the Super Bowl? I answered this in my announcement video, and I stick by it. I think Freddie Mercury and Prince together would be, I think, the most epic. I think it would definitely take the title.
Oh, that is pretty much impossible to beat. I think that's Hey, did you guys know that the very first halftime show was also a dream duo, at least for its time? The year was 1967, and the halftime show featured the University of Arizona's marching band and the Grambling State marching band. So that's your little fun fact this morning on QOTD.
Love it.
Yeah, no, we have a QOTD. We now have an FOTD, the fact of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to change my answer. I was talking about it a little bit earlier, and I'm going to take out one person and put in another. So my dream halftime show is now Britney Spears and Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay.
They have a song together, right?
Do they?
I could be so wrong. That could be very embarrassing.
You just made his day.
I was going to say, I might now have to immediately log off and go to Spotify. Just to see.
That is not the fact of the day because it has not been fact checked. So we're just going to move on.
Yes, this is exactly TOTD, the theory of the day. Yeah, well, we have our amazing answers to this question. I would very willingly go and see all of these halftime shows. We also have some really good ideas from fans, even though this question is just a few hours old. And so I thought we could take a look at another proposal. So receiving the honor of Heroes of Halftime, we have Rihanna's answer. Let's take a watch.
Two artists I would choose for the halftime show would be Rihanna and BTS. I think they'll put on a very big and large show with amazing performances. Yeah, I think it would be very amazing and fun to watch and see.
I definitely agree. I mean, after seeing Rihanna's performance this past year, I would watch her again, and I would definitely watch her with BTS. I think that would just take it to the next level.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I see some of those like performance videos of like the K-pop groups on stage. They always do an incredible job. There's always like a lot of pyrotechnics. It's the choreography is spot on. I think they would be right at home in a Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard about Blackpink at Coachella.
Oh yes. I just kept watching TikTok videos of it because everyone's like, they just absolutely killed it. All the Coachella headliners are so good too. Like, you could put any of them in this Super Bowl and I think you'd have a fun time.
Exactly. Trish is sitting there just like, what is a K-pop group?
I'm going to let these kids just take over this one.
Well, as we've talked about, today's question is not the only one you can answer. I think we have covered all the bases with the halftime show, so I think we can just take these proposals. No one else is allowed to submit anymore. I'm kidding, at least in the answers. But I thought we could also take a look at one of our favorites to other questions from this week. So far, we have 5, and we have an amazing answer to Sunday's question, which is, where is your hometown and what do you miss the most or the least about it? So receiving the honor of hometown happiness, we have Andre's answer.
So being from New Orleans, something I really miss is the cooking and the people. Like, being from New Orleans is one of those things. You love the Cajun and the Creole cooking. So if you don't miss that, something is wrong with you. Yeah.
Oh, Andre, the cooking, the Creole, and the amazing people down south. I know we've got a lot of fans from the south. I would miss it too.
I've never heard anybody leave New Orleans and say, oh, I just had to get out. The food was not good.
Right. And the people weren't nice. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, fans, you've got one little day left to submit your own answers for your chance to appear on our Thursday big show. It's tomorrow. That's our super fun finale hosted by Keith, JJ, Reed, and I, where we go over the best of the best videos of the entire week. It's every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. on YouTube, Twitch, and right here at beyondtheair.com.
Yes, to record your answer for that big show, you can go to beyondtheair.com and click the orange record button under the 24/7 live game stream. Remember, you can still answer today's question or any of this week's other questions. Tell us about your dream halftime show. We do really want to hear your proposals. I'm sure you all have really great ideas. And also tell us about your hometowns and join us on the air.
We've got a ton more answers to this week's questions, and we invite you to join us on beyondtheair.com, where you can vote for your favorites. And if you're not ready to record and be on the air yet, but you still want to join in on the action, you can play our super cool Guess and Big game. That's where you shoot stars at some of our players and climb the leaderboard like these fans right here.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and a special thank you to everybody who has already watched, voted, and recorded so far. As always, we are Beyond the Air and QOTD signing off, and we will see you at halftime. Just kidding. We'll see you on TV.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go throw that old pigskin around.
Hey.